Sheikh Jassim left stunned by Glazers as Man Utd takeover details come to light. Sheikh Jassim cooled negotiations with the Glazers earlier in the Manchester United takeover process, according to reports. The Qatari billionaire is eager to purchase the Red Devils, despite facing strong competition from Sir Jim Ratcliffe. And while the saga is approaching an endpoint, it's still unclear what the Americans will ultimately end up doing as they cling to power at Old Trafford. El Pais have claimed that, back in March, Sheikh Jassim was left stunned after the Glazers changed their asking price for United. They had previously indicated to the Qataris they were willing to accept an offer in the region of £5.2 billion in order to pack their bags and leave for good. However, Sheikh Jassim was then rocked when the family decided to up their demands to nearly £6 billion instead. It's claimed this forced him to cool negotiations with the club, with the Qatari billionaire concerned about how the situation was playing out. Sheikh Jassim has tabled 4 bids for United so far, with his latest coming earlier in the week on Tuesday. It has been described as a take-it-or-leave-it bid, though there have also been murmurings he may yet return with a 5th and final offer. Ratcliffe remains in the picture, with the INEOS chief prepared to let brothers Joel and Avram Glazer stay at United in reduced roles. But Sheikh Jassim isn't throwing in the towel and remains determined to own a Premier League club, amid links to the likes of West Ham and Tottenham. As well, the Glazers are adamant they won't just sell United for any price, and they apparently reconsidered their asking price for the club due to Chelsea being sold to Todd Boehly for £4.25 billion last year. Sheikh Jassim seems to be the most popular takeover candidate for United fans, with many backing his bid. But the Glazers have never shown much respect to those who follow the Red Devils, and that's unlikely to come into their thinking. United remain in a state of flux as the end of the season rapidly approaches, yet they're poised to be playing in the Champions League next season following a 1-0 victory over Bournemouth on Saturday. With a place in the top 4 all but sealed, United are likely to embark on a summer spending spree, and the report says the club are willing to spend in the region of £434 million on fresh faces, regardless of who rules the roost. Meanwhile, speaking recently, ESPN journalist Mark Ogden claimed Sheikh Jassim could look to buy Tottenham if he fails to purchase United. PSG was a great move because it's Paris. It's a great city, but I think they've found over the years that League One is just not big enough, he said. In other news, Erik ten Hag to be given €500 million summer transfer kitty. Erik ten Hag will have a massive transfer budget this summer despite reports to the contrary, according to a respectable Spanish newspaper. The takeover process for the club is still in full swing, with the current owners, the Glazer family, playing Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Sheikh Jassim bin Hamad Al Thani off against each other to try to extract maximum value from the club. Many reports have claimed that this has thrown United's summer transfer budget into chaos, and as a result, the football department have been told that their budget is limited to £100, £150 million. However, the reputable Spanish outlet El Pais claims that in fact a huge budget of €500 million has been approved by both the Glazers and Sheikh Jassim. United are engineering the biggest market assault in football history, El Pais claims. Sources that advise the Glazers indicate that whether ownership changes or not, the most valued sports institution in the Anglo-Saxon world is preparing to invest a minimum of €500 million in signing players this summer. United have informed the Qataris of the plan. United gave us the list of players they wanted to sign, explained a member of the technical team that accompanies Sheikh Jassim, and after an hour of analysis, we did not object. The outlet says Sheikh Jassim's envoys agreed and approved the €500 million credit that the Glazers have signed with Bank of America and which they intend to allocate to hiring in 2023. The sensational report says that irrespective of whether the club is sold, there is a recognition by both the current owners and the Qataris that after 10 years of hibernation, the team needs to be reinforced with 5 players for 4 positions. A striker will be the top priority, with Harry Kane, Victor Osimhen and Dusan Vlahovic named as the shortlist. United also intend to sign a midfielder, with Frankie de Jong, Adrian Rabiot and Alexis Mac Allister named. The next priority, surprisingly, is a left winger where they bet on Kvaratskhelia or Kingsley Coman. The final names on the list are 2 central defenders, Ronald Araujo and Kim Min-yi. Were it April 1st or December 28th, the Spanish equivalent of April Fool's Day, it would be logical to assume that this is a spoof by El Pais. It is hard to fathom why the report exists, as it seems so unlikely as to be absurd. Even if the outrageous £500 million budget was real, it seems improbable that United would be prioritizing a left winger where they have Marcus Rashford, Alejandro Garnacho and Jadon Sancho over other positions. For example, right back, number 10 and goalkeeper, all positions in which there is little quality cover. It also seems unlikely that two center-backs are needed when the present squad has world-class options in Lisandro Martinez and Rafael Varane and good backups such as Victor Lindelof and Luke Shaw. There is also the small matter of sticking within financial fair play rules, which United would struggle to do with a £500 million spend. All that being said, it is nice to dream and the idea of having that Bowley-esque kind of budget available to Erik ten Hag. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to smash the like button and make sure to subscribe to Man United Hub to get all the latest updates.